up the majority of our route and heading back to move snow at the shop. That'll be a day. Doesn't look too sporty out over there. No, it wasn't too bad. We got anywhere from 1 to 3 or 4 inches in spots, a little drifting. So, enough to keep us busy. I'm happy it wasn't a massive blizzard. And, just enough to get the equipment out and make the rounds. So, that's good enough for me. Point of the season, getting close to spring, or I guess you could say it is springtime, but any big snow events now just slow things down for getting after the landscaping. Oh, my partner's calling me here. Trying to schedule a fishing trip with my buddy and business partner. Got to make time for catching some fish. It's the kind of the last of the ice fishing season up here now. So last part of the ice fishing season, but probably the nicest part of the season to be out on the ice. Tuning in might need to take their Dramamine for motion sickness. This mountain here isn't ideal. Old Walmart special. Don't really have any good mounts, it seems like, for inside equipment. Any good ones, I'm sure, are a couple $100. But we'll see. One of these days I'll probably invest in something a little nicer. Anybody that actually decides to tune in and watch me drive a payloader around pushing snow, they deserve to have some good footage, I guess. Not be watching a shaky, crappy video. Kind of nice getting these snow events on a Saturday night into Sunday. You don't have to race around to try and get everything opened up before business starts. Other than the couple of churches that we do, we got those done right away before anybody got there this morning, and on to the other accounts. It was a pretty relaxing morning. A little bit of snow at the shop to move. I guess the majority of it blew away. light fluffy snow blows around so much. I'm guessing all of our sidewalk accounts are going to have to get done again tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be some drifting on them throughout today and tonight. Get all the snow done and get back to doing some fishing. There's a lot more people that like watching live streaming when it comes to fishing versus riding around town in a payloader. Well, if this would have actually been a blizzard type snow event, it would probably be fairly entertaining watching the loader out moving some huge piles of snow. Couldn't get the light. My buddy Rural Route J-Town that commented. How's it going, man? If you're still watching, hope everything's going well for you. You made it out to do some fishing. Gotta make her back to the shop. Refuel on coffee. Well, it wasn't too bad. I don't think I got out of bed until about 4 this morning. So can't complain. Pretty easy route today. Hits the spot though. It's good. snow all night long, just pound down energy drinks. I cannot do that shit. Just can't beat a good, strong cup of coffee for a guy awake. Actually get our business channel set up. We've been talking about starting a channel that's pertaining to just landscaping and snow removal. Get some videos put together of our day-to-day activities out landscaping, some do-it-yourself videos for homeowners, some of the issues that we run into in some of these landscaping projects. Also just some neat footage of starting up the big old diesel dirt shredder, shredding up the dirt, loading that up. We got a massive pile of dirt behind our shop that we shred our own dirt to use on landscaping projects, so that's kind of fun. Day-to-day activities around the landscape yard and on the job. Won't be long and all the snow will be gone and time to hit the landscaping hard. tuning in. Got quite the audience. Just putzing down the road, doing a whopping 19.5 miles an hour, heading back to the shop. It's surprising though. You'd think it would take forever to get across town, but driving with the payloader, just putzing along, a lot of times you get there just as quick, or I should say you're moving snow on the next lot just as fast as the guy that's pulling a trailer with a skid steer, because you got to factor in the time it takes to drive it up on the trailer and chain it down, get to your next account, unchain it, and start plowing that. And a lot of times the roads are bad, you're also driving pretty carefully with the truck and trailer. It's tough to do the speed limit a lot of times when you're dealing with icy roads and towing a machine that weighs 9,000 pounds. And the payloader is so nice and heavy that it doesn't move around much, even on ice. She drives pretty straight. Town is pretty out here, but you can actually hear the wind circulating through the cab. I can't feel it. I can hear it coming through the cab though on my noise canceling headphones. Some railroad tracks. Something if you're not paying attention and you drive over railroad tracks, even doing 19 miles an hour, it's bone jarring. It feels like your teeth are gonna break out of your skull. Bumpy enough that it adjusts my camera for me. Stop the angle, there we go. I feel like if I actually spent the money on a good camera mount that was steady, then it wouldn't give everybody watching a good representation of what it's like to drive around town in a payloader. I have ride control on now, so that automatically kind of adjusts the bucket for the bounce in the ride. But if you don't turn on ride control, it is absolutely miserable driving it. You don't want to drive more than about 5 miles an hour because it's so damn bumpy. Ride controls on and cruising. Let's see, a couple of comments. Turn the corner here. Henry, when will you reach? Henry, our shop is right over that way. So I'm like a minute from the shop here. We're getting there. Can't promise there's going to be a ton of snow there to push, but there'll be some. I got a back drag by the garage doors. I'll wing the plow back. The snow wolf pusher that we have on here, you can angle the wings back so you can get closer to the doors for back dragging, which is kind of nice. All the Arctic sectional plows that these guys are running are really nice. I think you probably get a little better cut out of those since it's a sectional plow. You have different sections of the blade, so you can kind of adjust to changes in elevation throughout a lot. But you can't angle the wings back on those, so you can only get so close to garage doors. Versus this unit here, you can get it pretty nice and close. Alright, just rounding plow truck parked out in front there. Holy cow, we did not have a ton of snow to work with here. He was right. We blew a lot of it off. Oh, there's still a bunch up by the doors there. We'll turn the plow. My wings will come back on it. Nice and close to the door. Don't want to get too close, have to pay for a new garage door. Kind of spendy. Drop her down. Plow, get the wings to angle out a bit more, run it right along the building there. Got the plow set at an angle so it's kind of windrowing the snow away from the building. Stacking it up right here off to the side of our lot. Plow into containment mode so the wings are closer together. And scoop up the rest of this now. watching that actually likes watching equipment videos, landscaping, and snow removal type stuff. You should subscribe, let you know when we start our next channel. That's going to just be dedicated to landscaping and snow removal. Do a bunch of videos on running equipment, all that fun stuff. Got a couple of skid steers, get some footage of those, probably do a few reviews of those, what we like, what we don't like. All that good stuff. Show everybody the daily struggle of having a landscaping business. Aside from having to work outside and get a nice tan all summer long, I can't complain. It's not too bad. Pretty darn nice. I like it. Making people's homes look nice. Planting a bunch of flowers, it's always fun. Flowers, and trees, and shrubs, all the good stuff. It's the best part of landscaping, is getting to watch a job come together, seeing it when it's all done, looking pretty. I think that concludes my live streaming for the day. Hope anybody still watching has a great rest of their weekend. Catch you next time.